Lightweight versus max weight. What are the pros and cons, and when should you be using one over the other? First things first, if you are a beginner, it should be a no-brainer that lightweight is the way to go. And here are the reasons. When you are just starting out in disc golf, you are not going to be able to get the disc up to the speed it needs to go in order to reach the flight numbers that are needed to get the right flight, if that makes sense. Basically, you should be throwing a lightweight disc because you're gonna be able to get the disc up to the speed that it needs in order to act like the disc is supposed to act and supposed to fly. As an advanced player, even though I'm not really that advanced, but as an advanced player or better players, when they throw a lightweight disc, it's gonna be a little bit harder to control because it's gonna flip a little bit more and turn and just not be quite as consistent. But for beginners, throwing a lightweight disc a little bit slower than when you get a little bit more advanced, you're gonna get the disc to act and fly a lot better than it would be if you're throwing a heavier disc. So much glide. I threw it like crap, but so much glide because it's lightweight. It's gonna go a little bit further for beginners. Now, before we start talking about when advanced players might be wanting to use a lightweight disc, for beginners, there's one more thing that beginners should keep in mind while they're starting the game of disc golf, and that is throwing lightweight discs is gonna help you be a better player when you start to get to the more advanced level. When throwing a heavier disc, it's gonna just wanna go and get to the ground pretty quick. And so figuring out that lightweight discs are gonna flip and turn, you're gonna be able to, one, get a better form because you're throwing discs that might turn a little bit for you or might not act the way you think they are, and that's gonna help you as your disc golf journey continues. You're gonna be able to work on your form with these lightweight discs and really dial them in before getting up to some more advanced disc golf discs. Now for the advanced players. I've got a Sphinx and a Jade. The flight numbers are almost the exact same. So theoretically, these two discs should fly the same when thrown on the same angle with the same amount of speed. The difference is this one is 152 grams, this one is max weight 175 grams. And let me clue you in on a little secret. They are not gonna fly the same. So when should you choose one or the other? When do I choose throwing a lightweight disc over a max weight disc? As an advanced player, a player who's been playing for, gosh, way too long, I still like to keep a couple of lightweight discs in my bag that go alongside my max weight discs. And here's the reason why. Sometimes when I'm trying to throw a shot that's a flippy shot where it flips up, turns, goes to the right, I'll keep a lot of those discs lightweight. And the reason is when I am not throwing the disc as well, or when I get a misrelease, the fact that it's lightweight means that it's still gonna flip up and turn for me. So I'm getting that consistent turn that I'm looking for, even though it's not max weight. And so on the missed throws, they're a little bit more forgiving compared to the max weight discs, because when I misthrow a max weight disc, it tends to just bail out to the left on a backhand throw, which I hate. And I'm sure that you have all experienced that before. Now the other reason, the main reason that I keep, especially in the distance driver category, lightweight discs, is for tailwinds. When I want to bomb the disc. In situations like it is today, when the wind is blowing like crazy, it's kind of swirling right now, it's off and on. But in situations like that, having a lightweight disc is so important, but also having max weight discs is just as important. Right now we have a Headwind. Let me tell you something. I am not throwing a lightweight disc into this Headwind. I'm throwing the max weight disc in the Headwind. When we get to the Tailwind, I'm gonna do the exact opposite because I want more distance, more power, and I want that disc to go just forever. We actually have like no wind right now. It kind of died off, to be honest with you. So this is the max weight disc. Theoretically, these should fly the same. I'm gonna throw them as flat as I can and see how they fly. Not really a Headwind here, but, and by the way, if you wanna go pick this one up or the Jade up or literally any disc that you might want, go to infinitedisc.com. They'll get you covered. We got like 88,000 discs on our site. So whether you're a beginner, pro, in the middle, we've got you covered. We got any disc that you're looking for. Little bit of turn. Oh, that's going forever. Fade at the end. There was a little bit of headwind, not a ton, but I got the turn, got the finish. This disc theoretically should fly the same. Lightweight, 152 grams. Fun to throw, that's for sure. Threw it up in the air, a lot more turn, never coming out of it. Finally came out of it. In a headwind, it is not going to go as far. I hope that you could see that on camera, but in the headwind with the heavier disc, it was able to go a little bit further than the lightweight disc because it didn't get as caught up in the wind. The wind didn't have as much of an effect, and it flew really well. The lightweight disc, I threw it up in the air, got caught in the wind really easy and got risen up, and then it turned, and it took a lot longer for that disc to come out. If I would have thrown it a little bit lower, it probably would have turned and burned into the ground. So that is why don't throw lightweight discs into a headwind. You're crazy if you do, or maybe you're onto something, I don't know. Let's go get those, throw them in the tailwind, see how they fly. Now in a tailwind, I always make sure to have a couple lightweight discs in my bag for a couple of reasons. One, they tend to go farther. They stay straighter in a tailwind and they bomb. The other reason is I've found, and I don't know if I'm crazy, but I found that sometimes the max weight discs in a tailwind surprisingly kind of drop out of the air. Don't ask me why. It's just what I've found, and I've been playing disc golf for a long time. But the lightweight disc, it seems to catch the wind and ride a little bit further and be a little bit more glidey than a max weight disc. So let's throw them both back, see how they fly. In a tailwind, they'll probably fly pretty similar. You'll just get more glide and more distance with the lightweight disc. Max weight. Bombed. So even at the end of that flight, it glided forever, but at the end, the wind kind of just pushed it right to the ground. The lightweight disc probably won't do the same. It'll probably glide a little bit further. Yeah, they're bombers. I always have, especially in distance drivers, lightweight discs. Here goes the Jade, which you can pick up on infinitedisc.com right now. Oh my gosh, go in. Oh my gosh, that was so close. So the lightweight disc, I threw it a lot lower, but it went further than the max weight disc because it kind of got help from the wind to lift up and just keep going, keep gliding, which is so fun to watch and so fun to throw. And I freaking almost put it in the basket going about 70 miles an hour, so that was cool. Okay, not 70, more like 55 probably. All right, just to show you where these discs landed in that tailwind, the max weight disc landed right here. It was a great shot, went far, but then the lightweight disc came crashing in, went over the basket, crashing into this hill way back here, going full speed. If it didn't hit that hill right there, it would have probably gone another, I don't know, 30, 40, 50 feet. Who knows? Because the tailwind just took it forever. So that is why, for me personally, I like to carry some lightweight discs in the bag. But that's the fun thing about disc golf. You could fill up your bag with whatever discs that you want. You could design it. You could put in discs for specific shots. That's what makes it so fun, and you should pick them up on infinitedisc.com right now, today. Comment down below, what else would you like to see from the Infinite Disc channel? And we will catch you guys in the next one. Like, comment, subscribe, do all the things. See ya.